Okay, I think we are live. All right, everybody. It's time now to talk a little bit about the future of cuttingEEG. We would be really excited if some of you want to take part in this. This is it. You hear me? C'est bon, on m'entend. Okay, so cuttingEEG has been running for a few years already, and we have a few plans for the future. We would like to have everybody with us on this, and this is what this brief meeting is about. cuttingEEG, what is it? It's a non-profit association that's been founded in 2018, so quite a while after we actually started to make conferences. Its aim is to promote analysis methods for electrophysiological data, such as EEG, MEG, or any related method for the study of cognition and for clinical applications. I am the president of this association, and Sophie Dubarry is vice president. Manuel Mercier and Clément François are also on board with us on this. cuttingEEG started 6 years ago. We started in Berlin in 2014. As Karim already told you, we had a very nice event back then. It was by the time I was with Nico Busch as a postdoc, and he actually took part in this first event. He was actually he gave also quite some energy. Thank you, Nico, if you are here. I don't know that right now. We then did it again, also in Nico's lab in 2015, also in Berlin. Also a great time. And then we passed it to Glasgow for one time. It happened in 2017. A great meeting with a few more people. Actually, we were up to 300, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. Then I got hired in Paris, and we threw cuttingEEG 2018 in Paris. Adrien then jumped on board and is since then our organizer, official manager.
Hire me.
Yeah. We also had a few spin-off events since then, also thanks to the energy that Adrien allowed us to put in this. Practical MEEG happened in 2019, last year in December. It was really a great workshop in which you could all learn to use the 4 toolboxes that we usually promote: Field Trip, MME, Python, EEG Lab, and Brainstorm. Right now, we are doing LiveMEEG, and we are. It's quite a different adventure because this year is quite different. We are live from all around the world. We had earlier today 1,200 participants registered. You see that people are coming from really all over the place, a lot in Europe, of course, because we are sort of based here, but we're really happy to see people following us from really all around the world. Thank you to all the Easterners for whom it is quite late right now. I don't know if anyone is here at the moment, but thank you for following us. In 2015, we ran a special issue of the Journal of Neuroscience Methods. Karim told you about it, and we had 13 papers in this issue. It was quite an adventure that we did also with Nico and Sébastien Crouzet, whom I don't know if he's listening now, but possibly. We are going to do this again this year. And we're starting a new issue of NeuroImage that Manuel is going to tell you a little bit about right now.
Thank you, Max. Yes, indeed, we are going to launch a special issue in NeuroImage on our advances in scientific practice. So you can see here the editorial board. Mark Ulrich will guide us as a senior editor. We will have Sarang Dalal and Marta Garrido that will tutor us as well. And Anne-Sophie and Max and I, we will be on the editorial board. So please follow us. We will send you the indication for submitting your paper. If you like to submit a paper. Just prepare an abstract, and at the right time, you will be able to send it to us.
So don't send it right now, but very soon. Not like it says on the slide. Sorry about that. Oops, I'll just switch next slide. And there are plans for cuttingEEG. There is one slide missing here. I'm sorry. Let's just jump to the next cuttingEEG event happening next year. That has been planned by Anne-Sophie and Manuel and Clément locally. Please, Anne-Sophie, tell us about it.
Yes, so as you may know, we had to postpone the 2020 edition, the in-person edition, because of the sanitary situation. But the event is ready, the speakers are in line, the conference venue is booked, the boat is at the sea, we are ready to have this conference in 2021. We will allow remote attendance on Crowdcast now that we are all experts with that tool, and support sustainable means of transport. So if you please register to the mailing list, we will so be able to keep you posted with all the next events.
All right, and so now the plans for this meeting actually is to getting to know you, to know like what energies are around. If anyone wants to jump in and contribute to cuttingEEG in the future, that would be really nice. We would like to hear your desires. If someone wants to get involved, if people want to jump on stage in a moment, that would be really great. We are looking for new ideas for other activities. Networking, basically building the community would be really, really nice. We have ideas about building a forum, Q&As, a blog, giving online resources for our community. Yes, we also have a work in progress code of conduct in which we would like to emphasize and to guarantee that all cuttingEEG events promote diversity, ecological responsibility, transparency, scientific integrity, and open practices. So right now is really a critical moment, I think, where we really need to get together, and this is about what this meeting is about, right? In particular, I mean, just to give you an idea of what we would like to see in the future. In our craziest dreams, we would have a distributed conference, a hybrid of local and distance or virtual conference. If you think that you would be able, as a scientist, as a person in the academic world, to host a local hub, please jump in and shout out now or in the coming minutes. All right, do I have more slides? No, actually, this is it. So this is the time now when we all come back on stage, and so. I don't know. I haven't been following the chat, and I don't know if you guys, if anyone would like to actually interject now and say, for example, if you would be willing to help and host a hub in the perspective of 2020, 2022, 2023, that would be great. I don't know, perhaps this is going to be a complete failure because it's difficult for anyone now to jump in and say, hey, yes, I can do it for sure. But I see that we have a few people who are saying things. So what happens in the local hub in 2022? The idea, of course, thank you, Olaf, for this question. The idea is that okay, a live conference online is great because we're having a lot of fun. You've seen us play with you, and this is fun. But as a matter of fact, we are having a lot of fun together here. But you all are in front of your computer all around the world, and this is not as much fun as it could be if you were all with us here. So, of course, having a local community to meet and go and watch posters with and have drinks with would be really nice. So this is what the hubs would be. Basically, the idea is to have synchronized broadcasting of a plenary session in each of those places, perhaps parallel sessions, perhaps also local tutorials in those places, and you want to add
and hands-on tutorials.
Hands-on tutorials. So this is about that. Basically, the idea would be to have some small or smaller scale meetings locally, where you think you have a big enough community locally to basically come in one place and do a little meeting, perhaps with I don't know, 50 or 100 people or so, and then synchronize online with also the other locations. That would be really great. I don't know. I have trouble reading and talking at the same time. But yeah, what do you think, guys?
Right now, we are quite open on the format. Like it will be up to any hub to propose something that they can organize. So it can be a local a session that will be at one place. Another place might want to organize a workshop. We can also have a distributed workshop with hands-on and some helps coming from all over the world. So there is nothing fixed. It's actually something that we would like to discuss with you. If you're up to organize something, you can tell us what would be the format and who can contribute to that on your side, on your part of the world.
So we already have someone who said it would be possible in Israel. That would be fantastic. Even two in Israel. Two in Israel. So that would be fantastic.
So maybe you can connect already?
I don't know. Yeah, definitely we can connect. I don't know if Gal would be willing to come on stage. Perhaps let me invite you. Sorry if that's a bit abrupt, but yes. And we have people in Montreal and people in Spain, I'm sure. So I just invited Gal to come on stage.
Hi.
Hi, Gal.
Yeah, I don't know if I have too much to say. It just seems like an awesome idea, and like I'm getting the support from the lab as we speak. So I think we'll have a larger basis, and I have support from my PI, Leon Dewell, as well, and Omer is joining us now. So I think we'll do well. I hope.
That would be great. That would be really great. And so Karim, you want to run it in Montreal? No, Chelsea wants to run it in Montreal. Who was it? No, Karim. Yeah, you said so. Karim, you wanna tell us what you would do in Montreal? He's coming on stage. And Chile, yeah, Jose Luis, where are you? You want to do it? Robert, you want to do it in Nijmegen?
Shall I send you
Karim,
the share?
tell us about what you want to do in Montreal.
Whatever you guys are up to, we can go out and on good places. No, more seriously, absolutely. I think we should work with as somebody else mentioned. So we could. I think Montreal could be one option, but we could do it elsewhere. And I think we could maybe look forward to it, maybe doing something together with the EEG Center, which is the Neuro AI Center that we just started about a year and a half ago. So we could maybe help out any requirements or needs to make this actually happen. Also, while we have all this excitement about maybe all these places suggesting ideas, I also think we should really seriously think about involving countries where nothing much happens, or at least we don't hear much from these places. So I think we really need to, in keeping with the discussion we had yesterday, we want to enforce, and we should expand on EDI principles, so equity, diversity, and inclusion in all its different declinations, like within the groups, within the countries, but geographically and across social, economical aspects. And so I think we should also actively think about reaching out towards places we hear less from, and think about organizing, even if we can help from here to organize something in these other in other countries or other places, that would probably be a good thing. But of course, we'd be also very happy to organize things in the beautiful places we generally also go. But I think there are many more beautiful places on Earth that we should also explore.
This would be great. This would be great. And okay, so about the inclusion EDI, I don't recall what this means, but there is a. I mean, we started drafting a. We started drafting a code of conduct for cuttingEEG, and I pasted here. It would be really great if you guys could pitch in into this document. You will see it's already quite structured, but still has a lot to. We still have a lot to do. Your comments are most welcome in this document. This is to basically try to fix the rules of good conduct in cuttingEEG events. That would be really great. And yeah, I think that the Chilean hub is already starting to get organized. And who wants to come in? Jose Luis, I think you are solicited. I don't know if you have ideas about what you want to do. That would be great. He's coming in, hopefully. So there are quite a lot of people in the overseas there in the south, right?
Rejected.
So he rejected. He didn't want to come on stage, but well, that's okay. Okay, and in Cuba, so it's funny because people are saying where others may organize it. If you have an idea of what you want to do, really don't hesitate. Okay, so about the there's a question. Is there other combinations of EEG with other techniques part of the cuttingEEG idea? Certainly, we can think about ways to bring other methods. I would say, as of now, electrophysiological methods are most in our field. But why not integrate? I don't know, eye tracking or MRI or whatever, you know. Nears. Yes, definitely.
Jose is available,
asking.
yeah.
Sorry, I pushed the wrong button. Okay, please come on stage, Jose. It's a bit difficult to...
Let me share the link for the shared file in which you can indicate.
Yes, if you are up for...
Maybe, Robert, we can have you online in a couple of minutes if you'd like to join us.
Definitely, once Jose
we have Jose,
it's connecting. Okay.
Yep.
Do we need that? Do we need more than 120 channels? Salut, Jose.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. So, what do you want to do in Chile?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think we have a critical mass of researchers in EEG, you know, Eugenio, Diego, and many others that are appearing. So I could be happy to help with some seminar or workshop or conference. I'm not sure, but I really liked a cuttingEEG, so I could be happy to create some bridges.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. And I don't know, any idea, something special you would do in Chile that we cannot do anywhere else? Look at the southern sky.
I'm not sure really, but I still don't understand. You want to do it in many places at the same time, or you're gonna? I'm not sure.
Yes,
about the idea.
there will be an issue with the time zones, of course. So it will be difficult to have everywhere in the world broadcasting at the same time. But I mean, it has been done before. I think this year OHBM did it like full day conferences starting at midnight and finishing at 23. And I think it could be really, it's really doable. Now, exactly how this is going to happen remains to be determined. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not sure what
yes.
we can do, but I can help with gathering people here and in Chile.
I haven't heard.
Yes, of course. If you can grab together a nice team of people and come with a session, for instance, or several suggestions, that would be great. You can. I think we had the email on the chat, and just contact us. We will see if we can organize that.
I'm totally ready to go there if needed.
Well, if you want to come Chile, you are welcome. Huh?
Okay.
Me encantaría.
We have to think, though. Thank you, Jose. We have to think, though, something that is quite concerning me. Well, in my practice daily and in my, everyday life is the concern with the ecological situation we're in. We are headed to a +2, +3 degrees by the end of this century, and it's really a big concern of me. I wanted to make a happening about this, actually, but to me, after reading about the situation over the weekend and coming back to the lab and thinking, okay, I'm analyzing data now for the next to be used in the next 20 years. It's really a difficult, emotionally difficult thing I have with this. So if you are willing to talk about this, don't hesitate to reach out to me. There are initiatives both at the local lab level. Lots of people are actually trying to make responsible research, but also at the national level. In France, I know that there is quite some initiatives that are trying to get organized. And at the institutional level, the universities all over the world have now a sustainability department and so. And I think we need to keep that in mind. And so that's why I'm jumping in when talking with Jose Luis. I would love to go to Chile to do that. Is that justified from like an ecological perspective? I am not sure. I have trouble now traveling very far anymore these days.
Although Chile is a beautiful country, as everyone knows.
But going there and perhaps doing a longer term
it's
project,
a long trip.
Is probably something I would rather do.
I really like your idea, Aina. We can also imagine that several hubs are receiving some data, and they are going to explore it with their the method that they like the most, and then they have I don't know 1 day, 2 days, couple of days. We have to think about it, but then they explore the data with their own method, and then they bring on stage and they show what they have done. They can share the pipeline and show what they found as an attempt to extract the features of the data. So I think that could be a nice approach too.
Okay, I'm just pushing this little link down there, create your hub. We're trying to basically get an idea of who / where these hubs could happen. So if you click on this, you'll end up on a spreadsheet where you can enter basically your name, contact, what hub you would be doing, when this would be, because we're saying 2022, but is it realistic? I don't know. I mean, it's quite something that takes a long time to organize, perhaps multi-centric event like this. How many attendees would you be able to host is also an important information. Would you have IT support locally? Because this is something that is quite useful, to have the ability to have someone helping out with computers. It's always good. So I know people are usually shy in this kind of situation, but I see someone entering their name already. Okay, Gitika, thank you. And
Maybe
we
you
can
can
keep
invite
talking.
Robert.
And so yes, let me see. cuttingEEG 1, 2, 3, and 4 featured multimodal EEG and eye tracking workshops. Yes, featuring LiveMEEG. I don't know if you know the guy. Okay, and I don't see him.
Robert?
Okay, Robert, did you have the wish to say something?
Ah, je crois qu'il est en pause.
Yes,
Here we go.
Yes, Robert. You are our top attendee, by the way. You know, we checked the stats, and you are the one who asked the most questions and
Oh, that's nice.
participated the most.
But I'm also really
Even
enjoying
in
it.
both
I also like
sessions at the same
enjoy
time.
the interaction.
Both
Yeah,
tracks.
he was on the 2 tracks yesterday asking questions.
I have a computer stand, like I have another laptop standing here next slide, and indeed trying to follow both. I couldn't
Give me 2
decide.
laptops, I won't be able to follow the 2 sessions at the same time.
One of the things that I think we should consider for future events is how to get bottom-up initiatives. And I already see like a lot of good suggestions coming in the chat, but I think it's really important that we use the creativity of the young researchers in defining topics.
Definitely, yes. I can only agree to that. And yes, if someone knows, by the way, about like technical ways of bringing, getting ideas to come up like this would be really, really good. I personally have no technical knowledge, you know, of like organizing ways to get ideas to come up like this. I mean, apart from like putting a spreadsheet online and trying to have meetings with people, I know there are some ways of fostering contributions from the community worldwide, and that would be really.
I think that one thing that we can already do is to make sure that people can also bring in suggestions without the name directly being attached to it. Because I know that when I post something, that it's likely that more people are going to read it than if someone who is relatively new in the field is going to post something. And I don't think that that's fair. So I think that is something like that's a bias.
Anonymous
and I think that's a bias that we should counteract, which I think is like great in a Google Doc, because like by default you I would be an anonymous skunk there. Which I think is like fine because everyone else is anonymous there as well. So I think it's those types of strategies to consider, and also with the voting, like that everyone can cast a vote. It's not that some people's votes cast heavier than others.
Definitely, okay, I understand. I just put optional below the field name in the spreadsheet that we have mixed here. So yeah, if you don't feel like giving your name, or if you are more comfortable just suggesting a place, that would be also great.
And perhaps something that I was thinking of, that a career development, like how does this fit into people's career development? And I think that is something that we should also be thinking of. Like we discussed that earlier today, that coding is one of the skills that you should have as a researcher, but perhaps as a researcher not the most important skill. But outside of research, coding is valued much more. I think it's important to recognize those types of different motivations why people are going through a PhD training, and we should also like embrace that diversity in the career prospects that people see for themselves.
Yes, it's true that we are actually all here beyond the stage where it's a lot of stress to get hired because we have permanent positions. So, of course, this is something we need to keep in mind. Thanks for the idea. Yes.
If there is any student online that is willing to share what is looking for, if you have any wish, maybe we can try to make it concrete. So you can put it on the chat, or if you want to think about it, you can use the same email address and send us what you would like to participate in, or what you would like to follow.
Yes. Aina is suggesting a program with mentoring, with a way to associate younger and older people. I think this is a really great idea. We thought about this. I don't know if you remember, for posters, reviewing. I think it was with you, Manuel, that we were talking about this in Glasgow 2017, if I remember correctly. We were thinking that perhaps having posters being reviewed, or like younger submitters being paired with a more senior person to help them with their poster would be perhaps something nice. It's not so much in the career development framework that Robert was talking about earlier, but perhaps that would be also something important to knit links between generations. This online format gave a fantastic opportunity for immediate sharing of relevant links and infos. It would be great to have this feature at every future event. I think that every future event will have an online version. Right now, we are beyond the only physical meeting. You know. But we do like to meet each other. You know, I mean, it's I traveled from Paris to come here and to be able to organize this with all the team, and I think it's really a strong motivation, not only for me but for many people to meet the old friends and colleagues. So yeah, having a Slack forum would certainly be a good idea. I personally, it's something that's a bit too quick for me so far. I haven't been able to jump in and really be so at ease with being so fast and constantly overwhelmed with the input from a Slack, but that's probably a good idea.
Plus one for Slack. Okay, we'll think about it. Yes, to answer to Leon, that's exactly the idea of what Maximilian told you about. This is our first online meeting, but we don't want to get rid of the social aspect of the meeting. It's of course nice not only to meet the people in front of the poster or in a conference room, but also to have a little bit of time to discuss outside. But because of the climate change, maybe a good way to avoid too much carbon impact is to have hubs, so that we reduce the travel. We can take the train, for instance, to go somewhere that is closer, and at that place, then we can have that hub that will be used for the social aspect, but still some rooms where people can connect and follow the conference from the other hub all over the world. So it will be like an hybrid conference.
So yeah, there are lots of chatting system. Mattermost is yet another Slack-like environment that allows a lot of projects to be developed in parallel. This is definitely something we need to move to in the near future. Thing is, we need people also to be able to take on these tasks and or these we need motivation and please feel free to get in touch with us if you have any such wish to be the community manager of cuttingEEG. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree on the multimodal approach, and indeed, such a conference like with hubs, we can have specialists from different methods that can discuss together and eventually, like, make a project concrete. We can even think that they could submit a grant. So I think that's also an aspect that we have to take into account.
Yes, yes. Let me bring Asa on stage because she had a nice idea and I would like to hear more about it. I hope you can come in. Yes, accepted. Yeah, continuing beyond the week of the event. Yes, it's true that we disappear a bit between two events. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have this feeling that because we also try to do science on the side, and so it can be a bit challenging to then keep track and keep talking to people. Yeah, at least I have this limitation in my brain. Asa, are you coming?
If I can add something, organizing this event, it takes a lot of time, and this idea came a few times. So I think it would need more people. I mean, all these ideas are super cool, and it goes in what we're trying to do, but it takes a lot of time to organize the event. But then to organize the community and everything, that takes also a lot of time. So indeed, for that, we will need help. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying again, Asa. She missed it the first time. We wanted to run a live experiment in 2018. You remember we had this one of our sponsors who had a lot of EEG caps, and we wanted to record in the room while doing the conference. That's kind of a crazy idea without any hypothesis.
Don't ruin that's a surprise.
Yeah, that was I mean, it's something that you can get the energy to do this if you broadcast it a little bit, no? A wiki. I have mixed feelings about wiki because that's something someone puts in place for a while, and then once I have had tricky or like in
Yeah, I'm on Mozilla. I think I'm on right now, but okay, got it. Yeah.
Back.
Ah, okay, c'est bon. Do you hear me? I have an echo.
So everyone, we have a little connection problem. So as we can see, it's also good to be in reality sometimes, so we can continue to discuss. Here we go. We are back.
On était en train de dire des choses. Oui, oui. Okay.
Voilà.
All right, so you all hear us, right? So we were about. Oh, my chair is making so much noise. All right. So there are a few ideas, and we're really happy to see that still 170 people are connected. I can't believe I'm making myself ridiculous in front of so many people. So we are right now. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire?
Tu veux réinviter Rasa?
Well, we wanted to invite Rasa on stage, and then actually quite soon we will need to move back to the social room, Gather Town. It's going to be nice. There are posters. We don't want to siphon the posters, and there is also a DJ playing. What's his name again?
DJ Dedu.
DJ Dedu, who's playing music in the lounge there. So we can actually keep chatting there. Don't hesitate if you see someone that says Maximilien Chaumont on top of it. It should be me, so you can talk to me. And I'm sure.
Why don't you meet close to the cuttingEEG 2020 table?
Yes.
That would be a good meeting point.
At the round on the logo. No,
yes, there's a go for hub. There's the shared document is available from the Gather Town, just on top of the job board. You'll see it, and you just press X to enter the document. Hopefully, we will be able to continue the discussion there.
Okay, and so unless there are any pressing questions, sorry for the disconnection. We can all meet now on Gather Town. I show this link. Does it work now? Yes. So let's go. Aina, see you later. Thank you again, and we'll see you on Gather Town right now.
Already receiving email from you, so continue to send the email. Fill the hub spreadsheet that Max sent. We're receiving all that. It might take us a while to digest all of it, and but we'll get back to you.
We will have a hub in India, one in Israel, one in Spain, one in Italy, and one in France.
All right.
Okay. You signed up, huh? Now I have your names. I will chase you. All right. So we'll see you all on Gather Town. Okay. All right. Rasa, you come to us on Gather Town. Okay, so we can talk. Allez, ciao ciao.
See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Ciao ciao. Bye bye.